I invented something that's going to make me a millionaire.
What's that?
A water bottle. It is a bottle that contains a liquid so that you can just take it with you wherever you want. And just drink it whenever you, and then when you're done, you can close it back up, you know? Isn't that
Cool, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I dig it.
What's that?
What's what?
This over here. Did you pay me for that?
My hat?
Yeah.
Why would I pay you for my hat?
I mean, if you turn it upside down, you can put water in it. So, I mean, do you see the similarity? Hi everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo.
Today we're here to talk to you about Gamevice suing Nintendo and why we think it's stupid.
Yeah, it's a very interesting lawsuit. So let's just go back a little bit.
Sure.
So this lawsuit actually happened back in August of 2017, where Gamevice sued Nintendo over the Nintendo Switch.
For a bit.
Yeah, actually withdrew it after 2 months, didn't give a reason why, did not address it in any means, but they withdrew it, and so we thought it was gone.
Yep.
But then it's come back again, and it's gotten a little bit worse, because now not only is it a lawsuit, but they're actually asking the U.S. International Trade Commission to turn around and stop all imports of Switches into the U.S.
And that sort of strikes me as patent trolly bullshit. Now, normally patent trolls don't have an actual product, they just own patents, right? And then they sue people that way. Gamevice does have a product, and it, I mean, apparently sells. I see reviews for it, but not tons, and also they're bad on average.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things to it. Like, I think it's smart on their part, like, to not only sue them, but then make it so that they can't import it until they deal with the lawsuit. Just basically is like, yeah, this is how I continue to make my case larger, because you're going to want to settle as soon as possible, even if you're in the right.
And that's the tactic, right? It's make it more financially reasonable for them to just settle for a smaller sum of money than they would lose for not having the product being shipped.
Exactly. And so that's the thing. The thing to kind of like counteract the fact that of patent trolls is that most patent trolls are actually coming out of Texas,
right?
Because of how the laws are there in Texas.
Yeah, it's way easier to get away with that kind of bullshit in Texas.
Exactly. And this is actually coming out of California, where their headquarters is located.
Yes.
So it's less likely to be patent trolly, just for the fact that California has kind of like an interesting set of laws and rules that regulate over that.
Interesting's a strong word.
But it's still very, very harsh that they're going after the ITC. You know, like.
Well, okay, let's talk about why they're going after the Switch.
Okay, so the device that Gamevice makes is called the Gamevice.
Okay, clever.
And they say that the Gamevice is too. Let me rephrase that. The Switch is too similar to their device.
Correct.
More specifically, the Joy-Cons themselves.
Right.
So if you guys don't know, the Joy-Cons are these two like joysticky like controllers that slide on and attach to the side of the Switch so that you can make it mobile.
I'm sorry, I keep just glancing at the Joy-Cons that are like 2 feet away from us.
So the Joy-Cons are these side pieces that attach to the Switch and allow it to become mobile.
Yep.
Right? Theirs is actually a device that attaches to a cell phone.
Yeah, so one side of it slides into the connector of the phone, and they have a different model for different types of phones, right?
Yes.
So like a USB-C version or a micro USB for Android, and then and they're also different sizes depending on the size of the phone. And so one side slides into the connector, the other side slides just over the top of the phone where the earpiece would normally be, and there's a ribbon cable behind the phone that connects the two pieces together.
Yes.
So that the independent side can communicate to the side that's actually plugged in. There's no Bluetooth, right? There's no wireless transmission of data. It does, similarly to the Switch, have its own battery though.
Yes. And the kind of issue that they have with it is the fact that it attaches to the side
of the device.
And that is where their patent lies. And the fact is that the Joy-Cons, it's not just like, oh, this is a placeholder. This is how you play this device, and it has to attach to it so that the Joy-Cons can charge.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Like, I really can't.
I mean, I hate patents so much. Okay, I understand. I want to preface that by saying I understand the necessity of having patents.
Agreed.
Especially if you've designed and created something, you should be paid for other people using your design.
100%.
Right? But patenting things like attaching a device to the sides of something is such a generic
nonsense.
Like, I get that they patent like the idea of having a slidable device that attaches to a phone or tablet that normally doesn't come with attached, playing device.
Like this,
and saying, hey, look, anyone else that does this has to pay me because I came up with that. I get that. But this is the problem, is that it's not a cell phone. It's not a tablet. It is its own gaming console that has a means in which the controller is attached to the side.
It doesn't even attach using a remotely similar mechanism.
No.
Because these things slide over the device. These Joy-Cons slide into the device.
And then lock in.
It's like a rail system, sort of.
Well, and then how it charges, it's not using a USB or like a standard, it's using connection to charge it.
Yep.
It's such a frustrating thing to see someone moving forward on a lawsuit that is just bonkers.
Feels like nonsense. It feels like somebody just was in a room and said something like in passing, like, oh, that's kind of like our thing. And somebody just took it and ran with it when they super shouldn't have.
Does that mean that they can turn around and sue Game Boy because the Game Boy has controllers on the left and the right? Well,
they did for a really long time. Maybe they owe them like back pay from a product that came out when I was like 8.
As a whole, we think this is dumb.
Yes.
Like, if you go to the show notes, we've got kind of a breakdown of the 2 different devices, how they work, the costs, the current reviews online are. Let's just say Nintendo's Joy-Con is at a 4.5 and the Gamevice is at a 2.8 on Amazon.
One of the products is garbage. I think it's important to say, like, make your own judgment.
Yes.
Like, that's totally cool, but we'd like to hear what it is. If you head down to the comments, let us know, do you think this lawsuit is kind of frivolous, or do you think that it's totally reasonable and that maybe Gamevice should get some money? Let us know, and then while you're down there, hit the like button if you like the video, hit the dislike button if you didn't like the video. Let us know why in the comments as well if you didn't, so that we can improve. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Hit the bell icon if you want notifications for days.
Just for 4 days.
Just for 4 days. After you're done doing that, head on over to Twitter, talk to us there. I'm at QueueTimes.
I'm Indigo, and you can reach me at IndigoQT. You can get a hold of both of us on Twitter at _QueueTimes. Or if Twitter isn't your form of social media, you can also talk to us over on Instagram at QueueTimes.
Yeah.
So until next time, guys, we've been GameGorgon. Bye.